Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Azharia Zuhaira binti Muhammad Sofi and I am from UiTM Arau. I studied for subject ICT 602 mobile application, and then this is my project individual assignment for gold zakat calculator. Just a question. What is zakat? Zakat is one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and it is an obligatory charity that Muslims must pay when their wealth reaches a certain minimum amount, and that certain minimum amount is called nisab. And what is the purpose of zakat? Zakat is to purify wealth, and it is to reduce the gap between the poor and the richer, and then it is to reduce poverty and inequality, and it can help the poor and the needy. And zakat has many types that Muslim needs to pay, and one of the zakat is zakat on gold. What is zakat on gold? Zakat on gold is a compulsory zakat imposed on Muslims who own a gold that reaches the required nisab and has been kept for at least 1 lunar year, and that certain amount of time is called haul. And the gold can be categorized to 2 types, which is the one that we wear and the one that we keep. And different categories may have different nisab values depending on Islamic rulings. For example, for the gold that we keep, the nisab value for it is 85 gram and above. Is 85 gram, which is if the minimum amount that we keep is the 85 gram, has reached the 85 gram value, then we need to pay zakat for that gold. And then second nisab value is for the gold that we wear, such as jewelry, gold bracelet, and so on, is 200 grams. And above is the list of 3 formulas that I use in my calculator application system, which is first total gold value. To calculate it, we multiply the gold weight with the current gold price, and then for the second formula is the gold value that is subject to zakat. The calculation is in a bracket, gold weight minus with the nisab value, which is based on the what the user will choose. They keep the gold or wear the gold, and then the value will be multiplied with the current gold price. And then for the last formula is the total zakat. The total zakat that we need to pay is 2.5% will be multiplied with the gold value that is subject to the zakat. Okay, this is my zakat calculator application, and then this purpose of zakat calculator is to calculate the zakat that have been our gold that have been charged zakat on them. Okay, so my theme is a green, this dark green, and I apply the mobile fits law principle on it. Okay, so to our main content. First, the user need to input the weight of the gold in grams only. So, for example, the user have around 100 grams of gold, and then that amount of gold, they keep it. They keep, so they choose the option keep here, and then they need to enter the current gold value per gram. So let's say we input around 520 ringgit, and then user will need to click calculate, and the system will calculate it for them. The result is the total value of the gold is 52,000 ringgit, and total gold value that is zakat payable is 7,800 ringgit, but the total zakat that the user need to pay is only 195 ringgit. Okay, so let's take a look at another example. If the user have around 300 grams of gold, and that amount of gold is what they wear, so they need to choose the wear option, and the current gold value per gram is 520 ringgit. So they click calculate, and then the result is as shown as here. The total value of the gold is 156,000 ringgit, and then the total gold value that is zakat payable is 52,000 ringgit, and the total zakat that they need to pay is 1,300 ringgit. Okay, let's take a look at another example. If the user have only around 50 gram, and it is type of gold that they keep, and the current gold value is 5, the same as before, and then calculate, and as we can see here, the total gold value that is zakat payable is 0 ringgit, and the same as the total zakat that they need to pay. They don't need to pay anything because the nisab amount for the gold that we keep is 85 grams and above. So if the user, if the individual have only 85, have a gold that is below the amount of the nisab, which is 85 grams, such as 50 grams or whatsoever, then they don't need to pay the zakat for that gold. Same goes as if as the type of gold that they wear. If they only have around 150 grams gold, but that is the type of gold that they wear, then they also don't need to pay a zakat on it, because the nisab amount for a gold that we wear is around 200 grams and above. So if the amount that we wear is less than the amounts of nisab, then we don't need to pay the zakat. Okay, so what's more in my application is that we can share, you can copy my link for the app, and then can go to settings, which is I put the app information and my profiles here, and then the link to my GitHub account. And I think that's all from me. Thank you. Moreover, if the user left the input field empty and then they proceed to click button calculate, the app will show a notification error, and where they prompt the user to enter the gold weight or the current gold value. Let me show you an example. Same goes for the another field input. If the user left them empty, it will show an error on it. Okay, then that's all for me. Thank you.